Welcome back to the UK, Jennifer Lopez.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here. It's been a while.
It has been a while. I think the last time I was here was for my last movie, The Backup Plan. And even before that, it had been a real while.
So we're glad to have you back here, JLo. We really are. So we've got to start talking about On the Floor, which was your first UK #1 in a long time.
Yeah.
So talk us through that.
I mean, you know, you work on the music, you're like in this lab for so long and tweaking it and working on it and obsessing over it, and then you put it out there and you just hope you hope people get it. You hope they understand where it comes from, where the energy comes from, how much you've changed but haven't changed. You know, all of those things, and just basically just enjoy the music, you know, and when they do, it's just such an amazing feeling, and I'm so happy that it's been received in such a huge way. I mean, it's really like, I didn't realize how big it was, I think, until I was at Wembley the other day and I saw everybody from the bottom to the top jumping up, and every single person in the stadium just jumping, and I was like, this is a big record.
This is it.
This is it. Yeah. This is it. Yeah. No, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and it's very rewarding.
Definitely. And On the Floor uses a 80s sample from the Lambada.
I know, loving the Lambada right now.
So how did that come about?
It's funny, it was Red One's idea. You know, he played me the idea of the song. It was a very rough demo. And he had the idea for these kind of like very kind of urban-y type tough choruses, and then he was like, you know, very melodic, because he loves the sound of kind of my more soft voice and everything like that. And he was like, we could use all of those elements, all the best parts of who you are, like that Jenny from the Block side and that beautiful kind of, you know, melodic side, and it was just perfect. I mean, he's a great producer for that reason, that he can see that that was like a perfect combination for me.
Definitely, and as well as
the Latin side of it with the lambada. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was very thoughtful.
He mixed a lot of elements, and it worked.
Was very organic too. It wasn't something that it was just like forced or anything. So. And
as well as working with Red One, Pitbull jumped on the track.
Yeah.
What was he like to work with?
Let me tell you, when he jumped on that track, we knew that it was a big record.
Yeah.
I mean, we already knew that we loved the record, but when he got on it, it was like official. And I love that he did it. You know, he was the only person that we thought of to do it. We wanted it to be very international, very global sounding, and for me, you know, he just was the perfect partner. So.
Definitely. Now, your brand new album, Love, has put you back at the top of the charts worldwide. Now, this album is with your brand new record label, so I'm guessing they're pleased with the results.
Yeah, it's so funny because we're looking really smart right now. No, I mean, everybody's super happy, obviously. You have to work with people who believe in you and really understand you and know where you are in your life at that time and want to win with you. And I was so into winning and continuing on with my musical career and the legacy that I already started, that you know, it's something that I knew I was going to do for the rest of my life, and I needed to find the right partners to do that with.
Cool. And your latest single is called I'm Into You, featuring rapper Lil Wayne.
Yes.
What can you tell us about that track?
It's funny, that track was one of the last tracks we recorded for the album, and the minute I heard it, actually L.A. Reid bought it to me, Tayo Cruz wrote it, Stargate produced it, and it was just one of those things that the minute I heard it, I was like, okay, I can get into this vibe, I can do this, all right. I'm very picky about what songs I'll record at this point in my life, and I went in right away. But that's usually how it happens. When I do like something, I'll record it like the next day, and then I live with it, and then I go back and tweak it and work on it for the next few months. But I recorded it the next day, and the minute I recorded and I was able to listen to it like in my car and everything, I was like, this is not the obvious choice, but I think the only person I would put on this record is like Lil Wayne. And you know, it was like, Lil Wayne, well, that's not, I think people thought more of a Caribbean style, you know, rapper or more melodic. And I was like, no.
Let's get some grits.
Yeah, I said it just needs, it's really pretty record. You know what I mean? And it's very sexy. I said, but it needs some, sexy always needs a little bit of like toughness too. You know what I mean? So I thought he was perfect for it.
Now, your first smash was back in 1999 with the track If You Had My Love.
Right.
And you're looking as fine as ever right now, JLo.
Thank you.
So, from girl to girl, What is your secret?
I don't have any secrets. I mean, just all the normal stuff that your mom tells you from when you're very little, like, you know, drink water, get a good night's sleep, don't drink, don't smoke, stay out of the sun, you know, be happy, like stuff like that. I try to do those things. I'm not always perfect at it, but for the most part, I live a pretty clean life, thank God.
I'm going to do more of it to look like this right now. And lastly, JLo, we've got to touch on American Idol. You've just finished your first season as a judge in the show, which is an amazing experience. How was it for you to do and be a part of?
I loved it. I loved it. You know, I thought when I started that I would have a good time with it. I didn't know how much I would enjoy it, you know, and I think it was the working with the contestants, working with other artists, being able to share my experience with them, which you don't get really to do. It's not like other artists come up to you and you're like, you know what, and this is what you do, and you get to share your experiences and all that, because everybody's like so in their own world, you know. It's not that type of thing where you really get to collaborate on that level with new artists, and I just found it incredibly fulfilling and a very emotional ride for me as well. I got very attached and very kind of involved with their journeys. Obviously, we were on the journey with them and mentoring them through it, and trying to get them to the end and trying to get them to realize their dreams, and hopefully inspiring some people along the way, you know.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much for talking to us today, Jennifer. Wish you the best of luck with the rest of this year.
Thank you.
And hopefully you'll pop back soon.
Yes, I hope so.
Thank you.
Thank you, baby.